just been busy and I haven't been posting as much as I should. I haven't. So, yeah, I can't even really make an excuse for why I haven't been posting. But I can definitely say I've been busy. Really busy. Been a busy bee. So, but I just wanted to get on here and create some ASMR. I just miss, producing ASMR videos. And yeah, I actually lost my tingles for a little bit. Actually. And that kind of deterred me away from ASMR a little bit. And now I'm just getting back into it. But I'm back now. I'm not gonna make any commitments or anything. I'm not gonna make any commitments, but I can say that I'm back. I'm back, and I'm gonna definitely try to post more often. And I guess today I want to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world, honestly. In case you haven't noticed, there's been a lot of police brutality and a lot of injustice regarding our justice system and law enforcement around the United States. And unfortunately, there's been an escalated number of cases of African Americans just being mistreated by law enforcement, by the justice system. And I know that, every, person, every colored person under the gun of law enforcement is not innocent, but there's an alarming amount of cases where, and thank God for video, because without video, we wouldn't even be able to witness, these senseless acts of violence on colored people by the hands of police. If it weren't for video, we would have no type of proof that this I would go out on the limb and say it's like a racist attack in a way. But we have visual proof nowadays because everybody records, even in times where it's not necessary. Everybody's recording everything. Everybody's trying to go viral. Everybody's looking for the next big, I don't know. Everybody just looks for shock value. And it's like a blessing and a curse. You have Facebook Live, you have Instagram Live, where people can just film things and post them directly to social media, and it does come in handy. But I just want to say my prayers and my condolences go out to Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd, to their families. My prayers go out to them. And out to the world. And like I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and unfortunately riots have started here. Not where I stay in particular. I stay in another part of Atlanta. You know, Atlanta, Georgia is big. And there's so many different parts. But fortunately, I don't stay in those parts where there has been riots. I recently looked at the news, CNN actually, and saw that the CNN studio in, I think, Marietta, Georgia, another area of Atlanta, was, attacked and destroyed by protesters. You know what I mean? And it's like, what does the CNN studio have to do with George Floyd, the deaths of George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery? You know what I mean? It's just like, in a way, I understand why, these protesters are reacting so violently. I do understand why, because in the past, the peaceful protests haven't really done us justice. You know, there's still an escalated number of black killings by police. And even for the simplest non-violent crimes, you know, George Floyd was, I think he was apprehended because he was allegedly trying to use a fake $20 bill or something like that. It's not like he was trying to stick up the place or, rob anybody, or he was physically harming anybody or getting into a fight or anything. It was like a non-violent crime, and unfortunately, he was practically murdered for that. Ahmaud, he was just simply initially jogging through the neighborhood. I recently saw surveillance footage of him in a home. It was a home that was being built for sellers, basically. And the news, like I seen it on CNN, they posted a video of him inside the home, just looking around, as if he was admiring like the architecture of the house. You know, like it's not like he went in, and they had several camera angles inside of the house, you know, as he was walking through it. And he didn't appear to take anything. He didn't take anything. He didn't damage anything. He didn't, destruct the property. or anything. He did nothing wrong. You know, how many of us have seen like a house, you know, being built and just stop by the site, the construction site, and just admire, you know, or try to just observe, you know, the construction of a house. You know, I've done that so many times, and the fact that, you know, I'm assuming that's why the, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? I guess civilians. That's why the civilians pursued Ahmaud, and unfortunately it resulted in Ahmaud being shot. Once again, by something so simple and harmless. And me being a person, an individual of color, it's very heartbreaking, and I know that all police aren't bad. You know, there's a lot of good policemen out there, people of law enforcement. There's a lot of good souls out there, but unfortunately, negativity does have a slightly harder impact when it comes to visual perception. It creates a longer lasting impression versus positive acts and positive things that happen, you know. But I can see why there's, you know, the protesters are angry and confused and frustrated about what is happening here, you know, because I am. You know, I'm not gonna go out and trash a Target or, you know, burn down a police precinct or trash a CNN studio just to make a point that I'm tired of, you know, people of color being senselessly killed. You know, that I don't think that's gonna solve anything. I don't think it will. And unfortunately, you know, there are, now don't get me wrong, there is a group of people, like protesters, that conduct themselves in a peaceful manner. They just want to be heard. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, it's bad and unfortunate that because of the more violent protesters, they just slap a label on all the protesters and call them violent, call them thugs, call them menaces to society. And it's just unfortunate that, you know, the media has slapped one big label on all the protesters. But if you're a peaceful protester, I appreciate you and I thank you for allowing your voice to be heard. Yeah, it's just life has been so crazy, you know, in this world. You have, and in the midst of this, you have the pandemic. And also, if you guys have lost anybody, close loved ones, to the coronavirus, my heart thoughts, my prayers and condolences go out to you and your family if you've lost anybody due to the COVID-19. And you will get through this. You know what I mean? We, all of us, will get through this. Make sure you stay safe out there, and just make sure you wash your hands, be clean, wear your mask, and things of that nature. But yeah, I just wanted to create a ASMR video to basically talk about random things. And just try to give you guys some tingles. I hope I haven't lost my touch. Yeah, I missed ASMR, making ASMR videos. So this is my attempt to redeem myself after so long of not making an ASMR video. I don't know if you guys are religious or not. I'm not really religious. I'm more so spiritual. And I believe in higher power. With that being said, I pray for the world, for you guys. I do. My hands are dry, so I just decided to use some of this Vaseline cocoa butter. Vaseline, and it smells lovely too. It smells so good. But look at my hands. That's cool. And I got like little calluses on my hands too. For me, at the gym, which I haven't been to the gym since this whole pandemic. It's so soft now. I never did hand sounds. I got lotion underneath my nails. But yeah, you guys, make sure you be safe out there. Be safe. And if you decide to protest, please definitely be safe and protest in a peaceful manner, you guys. I choose not to go out and protest because of the whole COVID-19 pandemic and how it's a risk, people are trying to, law enforcement, that is, are trying to de-escalate certain situations globally. As there's been riots started in Minneapolis, New York, California, now Atlanta. So it's been crazy. And I was gonna say something else too. The rioters. People are taking advantage of this situation. Taking advantage of the protests to commit acts of violence and crime and theft and stuff like that. And that's not cool. I don't agree with that at all. You know what I mean? I don't agree with the violent riots at all. You know what I mean? Let your voice be heard, but don't go to the extent of committing crimes and doing things that you know that aren't right in the midst of protesting. You know, it kind of questions, you know, your genuinity to what's going on in the world. Are you using, you know, this opportunity to just go out and do crazy stuff? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't agree with that. But you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, another thing, my hair has gotten a little bit longer since my other videos. They're completely locked now. Yeah, I was gonna say a dreadhead, but I don't like the phrase dreadhead. I'm a lock master, I guess you would say. A lock master. But you guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a safe, blessed day or evening, wherever you are in space and time.